you won't miss any news here on the channel as well. If you guys are new and just joining in, if you guys would like to know more about what I do mostly gaming blogs and much more. So with that being said, guys, if anybody would like to participate in the chats, my live chats are open to anybody who would like to jump in. Let's keep everything professional. And let's keep all personal, basically your personal life and stuff to yourselves, but I don't really like that on the channel as well. But anyway, guys, I am definitely back today, and the reason I have been gone for 2 live streams is because I have not been feeling too well. So I'm actually doing a lot better. So with that being said, guys, I definitely want to thank you guys also for bringing up my views. You guys are phenomenal. Keep up the good work. And I have faster internet now. So instead of using my standard regular internet, if I can find the damn thing. If you guys ever get a jetpack, you might as well throw it in the garbage. It's useless. Just to let you know. And also for new gaming update news, guys. With Farming Simulator 25 and so forth, there is no mod testing list right now because Giant Software, I do believe, has done away with that. They actually had something on here not too long ago. I found that out this morning. And another thing I definitely want to go over with you guys as well. There's also another food recall as well. I wasn't really planning on doing a PSA today. So it's just been chaotic. Just kind of one thing after another, and plus I haven't got a chance to get everything set up and prepped for today's live stream. So if I'm kind of a little bit here, a little bit there, I do simply like to convey my apology in advance. This is something that I don't normally do. If you guys go back and take a look at all the rest of my videos that I've done, we're only 5 videos away from hitting that 100 mark, and I definitely want to thank you guys as well. Huge shout out to all my subscribers, my newest subscribers. Huge shout out to you guys as well. I definitely want to thank you guys for making this possible, because if it weren't for you guys, the viewers, this probably wouldn't be happening. So anyway, moving on to the next topic. If you guys are out, if you guys can actually hear me and see me okay, let me know in the chats. And I'm going to try to get some moderators in here, guys. So just bear with me for just a moment. I should have done this earlier, but just didn't really have a chance to do that. So, oops, I got to send a message. There we go. And for the most part, guys, as you know, I usually drink coffee on my live streams, but today I have no coffee. I am completely out. I basically drank my coffee this morning. I didn't get done drinking my coffee until later on this evening. So I made it this morning, didn't get done with it until this evening. So there you have it. I don't have a backup, so I done drank that before my live stream, guys. So Anyway, moving on to the next topic. If you guys are basically wanting to look for different types of games and stuff like that to play it, or not games, but gaming platforms that you guys can that you guys want to download games on, I have it linked in the description below. Feel free to check that out if you like, and pick whatever you feel is suitable for you. Just go ahead and pick what you like. Um, anyway, moving on to the next topic. uh, there has been a lot of things going on between here and there. So I just got my mind right now is in about 1,000 different places. So I'm going to try to get it together here on the live stream, guys. So let's see. I'm kind of debating if I want to do a poll today or do a Q&A. So that's kind of a toss-up. So it is what it is. But again, guys, my live chats are open for anybody who would like to jump in. Like I said, let's keep everything professional because there are certain things that won't be tolerated here on the live stream, guys. So for those of you who don't know, I pretty much do a blog about everything from gaming to survival tips, from that to computer tech, stuff like that. And if you don't know, I have actually went to school for this, and I've been working with computers for quite a while. So yeah, I'm gonna go in here and look up my I'm gonna find my student ID so I could show you guys exactly what I specialized in. That what basically what I majored in. So the school that I went to is a private college. Um, the one down here where I'm at, I don't recommend anybody going here to that specific school, of course. But when I find my student ID photo, just bear with me for a moment. I'll show you guys. So I grab my camera. That's my student ID. Let me turn my camera around here a little bit more. IT support specialist, guys. But come to find out that, and I've actually done some research on that school as well. That school has, in fact, had a very hard time getting a government agency to accommodate them with accreditations. Hey, sis, how you doing? Uh, and guys, we have one of my favorite moderators in the house, my sis. As a matter of fact, reason I haven't been live streaming lately is because I haven't really been feeling too well. But it's I've been kind of coping with it, but I'm doing better than I was. Fantastic. So I do apologize. I do sincerely apologize for the days that I've missed going live. And not only that, plus I've been having internet issues, but I got all that squared away. So I'm actually on a better network. Hey Robert, how you doing, brother? So anyway, like I said, if you guys want to know more about gaming and stuff like that, I do have some links in the description below. Those are the platforms that you can pick from. There's like, well, there's like three different ones. There's one that I did not There's one that I did not include because I didn't have enough time to type all that in. But if you're wanting to play Farming Simulator 25, be sure that you have a Intel iCore 7 processor for your PC. That's if you're playing on PC, that is. But it is also compatible for PlayStation X. No, PlayStation. No, PlayStation X. Oh my God. PlayStation 5, Xbox X, and Xbox S series. It is not compatible for the PlayStation 4. So if you guys are trying to download Farming Simulator 25 on PlayStation 4, it is not compatible for that specific console. And also, one more thing, guys. If you guys are also playing on PC, it is also compatible for AMD processors. But make sure that you have a 3060 graphics card or better. You can get a 3060 or 4060 or even possibly 6090. So, but like I said, guys, if you're trying to download that for PlayStation 4, it's not going to be compatible for that specific console because Giant Software is in fact running Engine 10 for Farming Simulator 25. So with all the advanced graphics and stuff like that, it will not be compatible for that device. So just kind of give you a heads up on that. And by the way, guys, I do have an update. I just recently discovered this. So if you guys are basically looking for Farmers Dynasty 2, it will not be made available until 2025. I don't have any further information on that at this time. It could be possibly due to the fact that something may have happened with either stage one or stage two. Well, not stage one, but stage two beta testing. So they're probably setting that off for a later date. But then again, I don't know. And as I've said before, guys, I don't have my coffee. I didn't drink that before my live stream. And also, one more thing, guys, proof of my new internet. That is my new unit. So this thing is remarkably fast. Surprise, surprise. Because with my other unit, might as well use that as a paperweight. That's what all that's good for. So, but if you guys are actually thinking about getting a jetpack for your devices for like traveling and stuff like that, I wouldn't even waste my money on that junk if I were you guys because that's all it is, junk. It's only good if you're like doing like like home or no, basically homework from schools and stuff like that. But other than that, it's not worth it. So basically, with the jetpacks, I'm gonna have to give that a 1-star rating. But with this new device that I have, it's 5G plus. Plus, I also have Netflix, but I don't have a TV for that. So that kind of defeats the purpose. So it's just kind of one thing after another. But anyway, what would you guys like for me to talk about today? I mean, like I said before in all my other live streams, it's not all about me. It's all about you guys, the viewers. So let's hear your thoughts, guys. Mm, it's just been one of those days. So I'm actually thinking about doing a Q&A and or possibly a poll, but I'm not sure just yet. I just guess I'll just have to wait until later on live stream, see what I decide I want to do with that. What would you guys rather do? A Q&A, or would you guys rather do a poll? Oh my god. I know what you're all thinking. Get your mind out of the gutter. Matter of fact, it's not exactly the weekend yet. So let's get that let's get that thought out of you guys' mind, because I know how y'all are thinking. But anyway, oh shit. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna even comment on that. Oh, that's nasty. But any but anyway, guys, I don't I have no idea what I'm gonna do just yet. But like I said, some games, they're actually coming out with some new realistic games. That's just like right around the corner, like literally. Well, no, it's actually Thursday, so we got 40, less than 48 hours for it to be the weekend. Thursday, December 5th, 8:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But anyway, I've been watching a couple other YouTube videos and stuff like that. So that's basically how I found out a lot about Giant Software's testing list for Farming Simulator 25. It it may seem to be very difficult at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's not really so bad. But and now they're actually talking about Farming Simulator 28, and 25 has just been out like not even not even a month. So also, if you guys are basically wondering when I live stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 8 o'clock p.m. to 8:30, not 8:30, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I can't believe I just said 8:30. From 8 o'clock p.m. to 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Mistakes were made, guys. Mistakes were made. Yeah, I mean, if you guys would like to jump on in, come on in. I have no problem with that. You guys are more than welcome to jump into the chats if you like. Like I said, let's keep everything respectful. Let's keep everything professional, and be respectful to myself, my moderators, and all my other viewers, because negativity and stuff like that will not be tolerated here on the channel, guys. So hopefully you guys can understand. The only thing that we're here to do is we're here to kick back, relax, and have fun. So, I mean, if you guys have issues with your personal life and stuff like that, just please keep that to yourselves, because I'm really not interested in hearing about a bunch of drama. That's one thing I'm basically, it's one thing I'm definitely cracking down on is drama, because I have a zero tolerance for that on the channel, guys. So, like I said, other than that, if you guys want to jump in, come on in. Feel free to join, and let's hear what y'all got to say. And like I said before, guys, I'm exactly 5 videos away from hitting that 100 video mark. So I definitely want to thank you guys for that as well. You guys have been phenomenal. And I can't believe I actually put out that many videos, guys. Truth be known. So, oh yeah, we have a lot of fun on here. There was just a YouTuber not too long ago. Copyright strikes on his account. I can't. I was sitting there watching a couple of his videos earlier today, and when he said he got hit 6 different times, that he was basically going to have to revamp the music, revamp some of the music on his, and just kind of do like an overlay, or not overlay, but play his own type of music on there. But yeah, it kind of surprised me. Oh, guaranteed. I do appreciate the kind words. Um, I do have a video for you guys. I definitely would like for you guys to check this out. I am going to turn my camera around. So there's 3 different stores that you guys really should be careful about, and the products are basically Kirkland. Is it Kirkland's eggs or some shit like that? Kirkland's. Nah. I'll have to play the video for you guys so you can kind of understand where I'm coming from on this. So just hang tight just a second while I look up this video. Here it is right here. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. That's just a screenshot. So just to let you guys know, if this seems to be a little loud, feel free to adjust your volume accordingly. I have the video right here. I have it all lined up, so I'm going to remove my headset and put the microphone down closer to my phone, down towards my device. I am going to take my camera, and obviously I'm going to move it over here. I do apologize about a little bit of the clutter, guys. Just bear with me for a moment. Here we go. Oh shit, almost burnt myself.
You guys, look at these eggs I bought from Walmart. I tried to break the yolk. They're like hard and rubbery. What the heck? Look, almost the entire pack's like that. Disgusting. You guys, look at these eggs I bought from Walmart. I tried to.
And speaking of legends, you guys are definitely a legend here on the channel. And like I said, I greatly do appreciate this immensely. So if you guys are out and about, just be careful of the foods and stuff that you get, because hang on a second, I've got one more for you. And like I said in one of my previous videos, guys, if you're actually planning on getting, hang on just a second. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, please keep your hands and feet inside the camera at all times. This is your flight captain speaking on Delta 19er 1979er flight 143. We have just made a successful landing. By the way, thank you for flying at 4K Ultra. This is your flight captain speaking. Here you go, guys.
This is everything that's on a major recall right now, but I'm going to put it in 60 seconds. People are finding living worms inside the Reese cups that they bought at Walmart. These are not officially on a recall yet, but I wouldn't doubt if they would be. So if you are going to buy Reese's anytime soon, make sure you check them, because we don't know where they're distributed from, but we do know they're at Walmart. 70 million of these rolling candies are recalled for a very serious reason. This is the blue raspberry flavor. It's what they look like. They're sold all over the place. Every single flavor is recalled, not just the blue ones. Millions of products from the Family Dollar were just recalled yesterday morning. This one's really crazy because it's almost every single over-the-counter medicine and medical device. There are so many items on this recall list that if you have anything medical related from the Family Dollar, it's most likely recalled. A bunch of ice machines on Amazon are also recalled. They look like this. There's a black lid and a blue lid. They make the Sonic guys, like the little nuggets. More than 6,000 air fryers were just recalled, so if you know anybody that uses them, I do these daily news recaps every single day so you can get the news without having to watch it. So make sure you hit the plus on the side of your screen and come back to me tomorrow.
So hopefully you guys are very careful about everything that you get. And like I said before, guys, I can't stress this enough. Always be sure to check your labels. And I don't know exactly who this content creator is, but huge shout out to him as well. If I find out some more stuff about any more recalls or anything like that, I will keep you guys up to date, let you know what's going on with that. And hopefully things will start looking up here pretty soon. And one more thing I do not talk about is politics on this live stream, guys. So for those of you who don't know, please do not bring politics to this channel. I definitely do appreciate that very much. So just to kind of give you a little bit of a heads up, that video was actually taken, let's see what date that was taken on. That was actually, I actually recorded that November 28th of this year. So matter of fact, that's one of my, oh, excuse me. That's one of my recent videos. So just be careful. Like I said, be careful with everything that you get on here, because not everything is not exactly what you think it is. And also, fast food chains. The video that I'm about to show you, and this is for educational purposes only, guys. So this is basically spreading awareness and so forth to the channel, and keeping you guys up to speed with that as well. Hang on a second, let me find it. Here it is, right here. So I hate to be the pallbearer of bad news, but you guys do have a right to know. Can you guys hear that video okay? Let me know in the chats.
The three dirtiest chain restaurants in the U.S. you need to stay away from. The last one no one guessed. Number 3, Burger King. It's one of the most recognized restaurant chains in the United States, with about 7,000 stores nationwide. But recently it was discovered that it uses a lot of expired food, and its kitchen equipment was not thoroughly clean, attracting flies and rats. Its staff also touched food without washing their hands or wearing gloves. As a result, many customers were infected with salmonella after eating their burgers. Eating here feels like a health risk. Number 2, Chipotle. It used to be America's favorite fast food chain, but in 2015, about 300 customers suffered food poisoning from its products. The reason was the use of unfresh ingredients. The store's food preparation tables and knives were not cleaned and were repeatedly found to contain food debris. I wouldn't try it even if it was free. Before revealing number 1, let me know in the comments section if you'd like to try any of these restaurants. Number 1, Taco Bell. It is a famous Mexican-style fast food chain in the United States. However, customers often found cockroaches and rats in its restaurants, which attracted the attention of the government. After a raid, it was found that the kitchen area was greasy and had not been cleaned at all. Its refrigeration equipment also malfunctioned, causing meat and cheese to spoil. The kitchen looked like a horror movie set.
Fantastic. So I don't know what you guys think about that, but I'm going to come out and say it. That is just downright fucking nasty. So, and of course, McDonald's, they have been hit with 13,000 health code violations within the past 10 years. So, yeah, thinking about eating fast food now? I haven't touched that for at least 5, maybe 6 years, if not longer. But yeah, that's something I strongly recommend trying to stay away from stuff like that because you never know exactly what you're getting. So I figured it was best for me to get this information out here to you guys. This is not misinformation or disinformation. This is actual facts. And like I said, this video content is just for educational purposes only. So therefore, the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I'm doing my best to avoid the algorithm of YouTube. So, like I said before, and I'll say this again, guys, the more you know, the more you grow. So hopefully, if you guys do get, if you guys do in fact get meats and stuff like that, be sure to get that from your local butcher instead of buying it from a corporation or store that's affiliated with a corporation. I know basically everything that they've shown on here. I can't believe that most of these CEOs are being very disingenuous about it. So a lot of things are going on, and a lot of these CEOs are basically trying to put out false narratives out here. So be careful of everything that you get, guys. And I do mean everything. But if you go to like a local butcher, I don't think you'll have much of a problem with that. Just make sure that your local butcher is well known and well trusted and has been serving the community for over 20 plus years, 20 years or better. So that's definitely something that you guys should be made aware of. So there you have it. So the only thing that I basically try to do is keep everybody healthy and try to keep everybody from getting sick. Even my moderators will tell you that because that's basically all I've been making videos about and basically live streaming and showing you other videos that different content creators have actually made. So I don't know who these creators are. Like I said, huge shout out to all these creators. I don't know if they have their own YouTube channel. I don't know if they're kind of sitting back listening in, but I definitely want to give a big shout out to all of those content creators as well. And if you guys are actually watching this live stream, keep up the good work, guys. Continue doing what you're doing. We definitely appreciate this. I definitely appreciate this, and I'm sure a lot of other people here on my channel could also appreciate it as well as learning new things between here and there. Well, to that last comment you made, your health can be repaired, but there's natural remedies to do that. So if I basically spoiled the fast food expedition for you guys, I had a reason to do that. So in a way, I I do convey my apology on that behalf, but also your guys' health is more important than just eating fast food point blank. Ugh, it's just making my skin crawl. Just thinking about it. So anyway, even KFC guys, when KFC goes to make their type, when they go to make their foods, what they'll do is they'll let that sit out for 24 hours and they'll throw that back in the fridge. There's been people also getting sick off of that as well. So a lot of these fast food chains, I wouldn't trust any of them, in all honesty. I'm going to put something in the chats for you guys if you are just sitting back and idle. And I'm going to go ahead and pin that comment to the very top. So if you guys do have questions that you'd like to know more stuff, or if you'd like to know more about, feel free to ask. Feel free to ask your questions, and like I said, we'll try to answer your question the best of our ability. So, like I said, guys, feel free to jump in. But a lot of these corporate CEOs, they just pretty much tell you anything that you want to hear, but they don't really address the actual health code violations. If Even if there's one specific place that has over like 1,500, that should be a wake up call. Like McDonald's, 13,000 within 10 years. That's insane. Well, hello, Christina. How are you doing today? Were you able to get your phone replaced, or do you get your phone fixed? Hey guys, we got Christina in the house. Damn, still same issues, huh? Well, I can understand. I can understand because the prices of everything now. But yeah, this it's getting to be a little outlandish. I think that some things need to be fully addressed, and I think certain issues need to be taken care of, and situations need to be or not situations, but conditions need to be revised, and better health codes standards. Because if you guys think that stuff like this is actually being done by coincidence, no, it is not. You're sadly mistaken, because stuff like this is being done on purpose. So there's some other things I also do here in the live stream, guys. I try to interact with you guys as much as possible in the chats. I try to do much of that verbally, but if there's some things that I do miss, that I don't want you guys to think that I'm ignoring you guys, because no, I'm actually kind of in the kind of well, I may be possibly attending to other people, or but if I miss your chats, don't worry, because I will go back and I'll read every single comment, and I'll try to reply back to you guys as much as I possibly can. So, and if I see your comment, I will pin your comment to the top, and I will basically make that a number one priority. I try to keep everything well prioritized down here as much as I can. So, um, at the end of the live stream, I'm also going to be checking my comments as well. So, if you guys have left any comments prior to this, I'm definitely going to be taking a look at that at the end of the stream. So, I had to go back and clear out all my history. So, That actually helped my computer out quite a bit too. Because I try to do that once every 2 weeks. So I probably should do that more often. So damn, I had an eyelash in my eye. And I'm going to go ahead and pin that comment to the top. So for those of you guys who are sitting back and idle and you guys are actually watching the live stream, the most important parts of the chat is basically what I pinned to the top of the comment section over here. I have, see, because I have my chats on the left side of my screen, but I could have my chats on the right side. So I try to keep it covered on the left side so I'm not consistently watching my time here. But I got a clock down in the right hand corner at the very bottom. So if you guys are just popping in and you do happen to miss some of the things that have been mentioned here on the live stream, guys, you can always catch the video at the end of the live stream. Yeah, and it'll take you all the way back to the very beginning. Everything is straightforward, and hopefully you guys can learn a lot from that. So I thought I'd just go ahead and throw that out there for you guys. For those of you who don't know. So if you guys have any questions or comments or concerns about anything that I have just recently mentioned here on the live stream, guys, feel free to ask me. And if there's something that you don't understand that you would like to know more about, let me know in the chats, and I will try to answer your question the best I can. And if I don't have a direct answer to your question at that time, I will definitely be looking that up. I will definitely research it, and I will give you the best answer that I think is. I'll give you the best answer possible. I'm not going to basically sit here and just kick back and give you something that you want to hear. I'm just going to come at you. I'm basically going to come back to you and give you the answer that you've been looking for. So hopefully that actually does go to help you guys out. And if this video does, in fact, this live stream does help you guys out in the long run, feel free to hit that thumbs up, smash that heart button. And if you guys would like to share out the live stream, feel free to share it out. Because the more people we get in here, the more subscribers we get, guys, the better the chances are I'll be able to monetize my YouTube channel, hopefully here in the near future. But right now, I'm just going to take it step by step. It's pretty much all I can do at this point in time. I'm going to try to lay down the footwork and see if I can gain a lot more traction. But as I've said before, guys, I am like 5 videos away from hitting that 100 video mark. and I definitely want to thank you guys for making that possible. And like I said, it's not about me, it's about you guys, the viewers, moderators. I definitely do appreciate you. Huge shout out to all my mods, and huge shout out to all my subscribers. And again, also huge shout out to all my viewers. So hopefully this live stream does in fact go to reach out and helps you guys out as much as I possibly can. I mean, I cannot literally save the world myself, but that's going to take a lot more of us to get involved to possibly make that happen. So hopefully we can possibly get something going here in the near future. And if you guys are basically wondering what got me into YouTube, as a matter of fact, I thought that my first video that I put out was like about a little over a year and a half ago, guys. And ever since I've done that, it's just, I don't know. It's just, somehow that just inspired me to keep going. Because after the feeling that I got from my first video, I was like, oh wow, this is something I've never done before. So I actually like it. So ever since then, I've been here on the channel, been doing this ever since. And that's basically what I try to do here as much as I possibly can, is try to help everybody out as much as possible. If you guys have questions about computer related issues or cell phone related issues or something like that, if you if my moderators don't have an answer directly to that question, feel free to ask me, and I will try to guide you. I will try to my best to guide you in the right direction to get that issue resolved for you. And the best way to get that done is by communication. And just to let you guys know, if you guys are on TikTok, TikTok has actually got their stuff getting switched over to a different platform. It's still going to be ran by TikTok. I can't think of the name of it right offhand, but I will definitely be looking forward to that. I will definitely be looking forward to that. And by the way, if you do have followers, all your followers will be transferred over along with everything else, all your content, all your videos, and much more, guys. So everything will be going from TikTok over to the new platform, but it's still going to be ran by TikTok. So because they're actually wanting to ban TikTok. And I've been kind of hearing a lot of talk about that just recently. So for those of you who actually do have a TikTok channel, uh, always play every video on your FYP. So if you happen to see something like that, you guys will actually be educated, and therefore you'll actually know more about that. So if you're just scrolling through and you happen to see the FYP pages, always try to pay close attention to the FYP, because those people there, those other content creators, are letting people like us know what's going on. So then we can actually be fully prepared. So when they do make the transition from TikTok to the new platform, we're not all left in suspense here. So I highly recommend everybody to always check your FYP page. That is the For You page. In case you're wondering what FYP stands for, that is the For You page. And if I happen to find out some more stuff about this, I will definitely, like I said, keep you guys up to date on this as well. So I don't want anybody to feel like they're being left in suspense or just left in the dark. That's not me. I will try to basically try to bring you guys the best news possible. So I'll keep you all up to date on that. So if you don't know, always check your FYP. So, and the reason why they're wanting to ban TikTok is they're basically wanting to ban free speech. It's unconstitutional because the First Amendment is a constitutional protected right. There's 5 different categories of the First Amendment: freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, and of course, I can't think of the 5th one, but there's exactly 5 of them. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of the press, freedom of religion. Oh, and freedom and the right to assembly, freedom to assemble. There's all 5 categories, guys. And the First Amendment is a constitutional protected right. And I definitely want to thank you guys for all the hearts. I definitely would like to thank you guys for all the love and support that you've actually shown here on the channel. You guys are awesome. I definitely have an awesome crowd here. And like I said, for everybody else who's sitting back and idle, you guys are more than welcome to jump into the chats if you like. Trust me, none of us bite. I'm sure we've all had our rabies shots except for me. So I definitely like to bring a little bit of sense of humor to my live stream as well, guys. And for those of you who've been on here for a while with me, you all know. But for everybody else, that's definitely one thing I like to try to keep everybody in high spirits. So no matter what you're going through, no matter what day you're having, if you're kind of down and out and you have all types of doubts and stuff like that, jump into the chats, guys, because a lot of us can actually help you. I know some people they're just what's the word? Some people just some people have that certain type of they have their own type of pride. It just hurts their pride to ask for help. If you guys are down and out and you guys need help, ask one of us. That's that's basically what I'm here for. Not only to be inspirational, but I'm also here to kind of lift you guys up. I know from time to time we all need that extra push in life, but hey, we all tend to take a few steps back when we should be taking quite a few steps forward. But when you're moving in one direction, hopefully it's forward and not backwards. Always pay attention to what's in front of you. Never look back behind you because your past should be in the past. And the only person that can dominate their past is that same exact person who sits there and looks in the mirror. That reflection is that person who can change the past to make a better future. And as I've always said before, and I'll say this again, Tears of today bring strength for tomorrow. So no matter what type of past that you guys have actually had, those tears that you shed will actually bring you strength to make tomorrow much stronger for you. Sometimes stuff like that tears us down, but hey, what tears us down, if it don't kill us, it only makes us stronger. But there's always that number one thing. It all starts with you. And again, I definitely want to thank you guys for the hearts. Definitely do appreciate the support. And for those of you who are new to the channel, sitting back and idle, if you guys would like to know more about this, if you guys like the content that you're seeing, be sure to subscribe for more exclusive content like this, because I'm looking forward to bringing even more exclusive content to you guys on the next live stream. And be sure to turn on your bell notifications so therefore you won't miss any news here on the channel, and you'll always be able to stay up to date with each and every single time that I live stream, also here on the channel. So, with that being said, and for those of you who don't know, when I live stream, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 8 o'clock p.m. to 9:30 p.m., sometimes a little later than 9:30, but that's Eastern Standard Time. So no matter what part of the country you're in, if you happen to see my live stream, you guys would like to participate, jump on in, we'd love to have you on board. And as a matter of fact, my live chats are open for everyone. So always keep that in mind, guys. The only way that anybody can pave the way to their future is the person who's looking into the mirror, and that person looking right back at you. And you'll be surprised. So, and just because, and if a person thinks that they have it pretty bad, there's other people out there that have it off much worse. But sometimes we got to hit rock bottom to get ourselves back to our feet. And I'm sure quite a few of us in the chats have actually been there. See, we learn from experience. We don't learn from our past. We learn from experience. I mean, I've helped out quite a few people, and you'd be surprised with the results I was able to bring to them. So, anyway, I digress. But like I said about certain type of games, guys, if you'd like to know more about where you can find these platforms, like I said, I have it linked in the description below. You guys can check that out if you like. I've only listed 3, but there's actually 4. depending on the game that you're wanting to play. Uh, one of those out of one of those out of four may not be applicable for the game that you're looking for. So, like I said, that's like I said, with all the new game releases coming out, guys, and all the realistic games that are getting ready to launch, like I said before, I'll say this again: nobody knows exactly when these games are going to drop. So the only thing I can pretty much say is if you're on Steam, Epic Games, Game Pass, or whatever platform you choose, you can always go back in. You can type in the name of the game, go through the search bar, type in the name of the game, hit enter, and it should just pop up a whole entire plethora of games and stuff. So therefore, you'll know exactly what's new, what's still pending. The video game also Vane. Vane is still pending release, and it's been pending release for quite a while. So, like I said, none of us know exactly when that game is going to drop because they're constantly doing updates to that game, and they're basically adding more stuff to it. So the demo is out if you guys want to play the demo. And if you guys want to know the name, if you guys want to know, if you guys would like to know what I just said, the name of that game, I'll type that in the chats for you guys so you'll be able to see it. Oops. And I'm going to pin that to the top. So if you guys are actually looking to find that game on Steam, I do believe that is a PC only game. So I don't think that's going to be available for console. But it's a possibility. I could be wrong. So if I if you guys happen to find out something more about that, and if it is available for console, let me know in the next live stream, and we'll go from there. So as far as I know, I do believe it is a PC only game. But like I said, make sure that you have a good graphics card, make sure that you have a good processor and capture card. And if you guys are running Intel, make sure that you have the iCore 7 processor. And if you have AMD, it'll also be compatible for AMD as well. Because I've actually played the demo, it is really, really decent. The game mechanics in that is just phenomenal. It is basically a zombie game, but a lot of these games when they do make them, they don't actually start out with they don't actually start out with how the zombie apocalypse started out. They just pops you right into the game and you get all these zombies and shit coming at you. So I think that maybe they should probably come out with like a story mode or um, like a script story mode to it. I think they need to add some more scripts to it. And a lot of these, if you actually go to some of their options, You can even up the game mechanics, but you just got to know what to look for. So anyway, like I said, I hope that does go to help you guys out. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to ask. If I have an answer to your question, I'll be more than happy to answer it the best way I can. But if you do ask a question, I don't have the answer, I'll put that question on the back burner. I'll research it. I'll come back to you and I'll give you what I think is the best answer. And I don't believe in misleading people. That's not what I do. You can even ask you can ask the you can ask my moderators and they'll tell you the same thing I'm telling you. I don't have the answers to everything, and at the end of the day, I'm not going to pretend like I do because in all reality, I really don't. Absolutely. And pretty soon, guys, I'm actually thinking about doing a PC rebuild, but I may not do that on camera though. I'll probably do that off camera because the only issue that I've got is I don't think that I have a camera that's going to be suitable or high enough quality to be able to film it as I'm doing the rebuild. So I think what I'm going to end up doing eventually is getting a better capture. Well, I got a good capture card, but I could probably upgrade that. Also get a graphics card, sound card, and so forth. I'm just going to basically upgrade the whole entire system with all the internal components. The only thing that I'm going to leave original is the motherboard. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up having to update on my GPU. I'm going to have to update my GPU drivers. And see another thing too. Now, if I go to switch out my power box or my main power supply to the tower, I'm going to have to remove the 16 pin power connect from the motherboard. And I'm going to have to pull out the whole entire system. And once I put that back in and put the new one in, I'll probably just leave that one alone. But there's there's quite a bit of things to a computer, a PC, a gaming PC. But the only main connect to the motherboard is your 16 pin power connect. Your 16 pin power connector. If you don't have that lined up just right, you definitely want to make sure that you have your computer unplugged to plug in the 16 pin power connector. Because if you leave it plugged in and there's power in that box, it could transfer and it could just completely fry your whole entire motherboard. And the motherboard is the main, it's basically the brains to the whole entire computer system. So if you fry the motherboard, ooh, that's definitely going to hurt your wallet. I will definitely put it to you that way. So always keep that in mind. Anytime that you're working with your power, your power, your little power supply, always make sure that your power shut. Make sure that the power to that unit shut off. Because if that power surges, it'll fry your whole entire motherboard. You always want to make sure that you have every pin lined up just right. You don't want to bend those pins. Because that is like the most crucial part of the computer. Because where you got that wide connect at the bottom, or not the bottom, but to your motherboard, that is your 16 pin power. That's your 16 pin power supply. You definitely don't want to screw that up. Always make sure that you have everything when you see all your make sure when you have everything when you plug everything in, make sure that your connection is nice and secured. You don't want any type of slack or anything with the connectors. You want to definitely push them down in there, get them as tight as you can, and go from there. Now, your CPU and your GPU, your graphics, damn. No, you're not your GPU. I'm sorry. Your CPU, underneath that, you also have thermal tape. You do not want to tear that thermal tape because if you rip it, your system will definitely overheat. I mean, you can replace the thermal tape, but you best know what you're doing because if you do something completely wrong, you're going to fry your computer. And also with your gaming system, like up here by your exhaust fan, like up here towards the top. I don't know if you guys can see those little black wires up here. Hang on a second. Let me open this up. Take this off of here. These little wires right here where my fingers are, those are your I/O connectors. I didn't do anything, guys. That after a while of not touching my keyboard, those lights do. In fact, see, all I got to do is move my mouse, and it lights everything back up. So basically, what that did is that put those lights into a standby mode. That's the RGB lighting. So that's basically all that does. And also with your, damn it, hang on a second, guys. There we go. Also with your graphics card, see where it says GeForce RTX? Up underneath that, you'll have either 2 or 3 fans. That's your graphics card. So if you guys wind up with a system like that, if you pull that out, just make sure you know what you're doing because all it would take is one wrong connection and boom, you could hear a loud pop and that would be the end of your computer because it's real easy to fry those components. So you always want to make sure that you have everything lined up exactly on point, especially when it comes to your 16 pin power connector. That 16 pin power connector connects directly into the motherboard. And then you got your 110, then that 16 pin power connector is also connected to your 110 input. your 110 volt input. That controls everything. So if you don't have your 16-pin power connect, you're not going to have power to your computer. You're not going to have your RGB lighting. You're not going to have any of that. Your fans, nothing. Because there's little, okay, in that circuit board, there's ultra thin wiring, ultra thin wires that are actually thinner than a human hair. I mean, you could just take a little piece, you could take a little piece of that wire, or not a little piece of it, but if you have something similar to that and you just go to pull it, you could just pull it in half just like that. But those are soldered in to all that pewter. That's basically what your circuit board's made of, is pewter. But all it would take is one wrong move, and you could snap one of those completely in two. And also towards the front of the tower, I'll take you guys over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hang on just a second, guys. I'm gonna point you down to the floor for just a second. I got all these damn wires off. I'm gonna have to redo all my wiring, guys. Like right over here and over here, you also have your wireless input. Your not input, but your wireless antennas. That connects directly to your Wi-Fi. So just those two places on the front where I just touched, like right there, you actually have both of those right there. You also have your IO connectors as well. And a lot of that connects into your antenna. It kind of works like a coaxial cable, but they're IO. It's your IO input to your IO output. So, I mean, that's just basically something I really wanted to do, is just actually build my own PC from the ground up. So when it comes to computers, I think I know there's some things that I'm pretty much explaining is that may be a little beyond certain people's comprehension, but you just got to basically, I'm just going to come out and say it. You just got to know your shit. Because if you don't know your shit, you don't know what you're doing, you hook something up the wrong way, you're going to fry the whole entire computer. And once you fry it, there ain't no reviving it. You're going to lose pretty much everything in your computer. Your CPU, your GPU, graphics cards, all that gone. And that can run you probably, if you have a gaming system and that's what you do that to, you're probably looking at $2,000 to $3,000 worth of damage. The motherboard is probably the most expensive. The motherboard is the most expensive part of the computer, guys. I mean, you can get it. I mean, you can actually buy the shell, which is basically the metal box and all that, but that's without all the internal components. But the motherboard, that's what's really going to run you price wise. And that's going to definitely put a dent in your wallet. And trust me, that would be a dent that you would feel for a long time. So between your motherboard, your CPU, your GPU, if you don't know what you're doing, the only advice that I have is take it to somebody who does. Now, if you need an exhaust fan or something replaced, not a problem. I could replace an exhaust fan. You just bring the new part, just bring your tower, bring the new part, and I'll swap them out. But see, now the thing about these type of systems here, they're actually a lot different than just your regular standard towers. Because this right here, where my finger is, that's your liquid cooling pump. That's your liquid cooling line. So if you guys get a gaming system, it is in fact liquid cooled, so that computer system will not overheat. As long as the pump is good, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if the pump goes bad, don't worry about it. Just order you a new replacement. Take out the new, just take out the old, just take out the old cooling pump. Put the new one in. Get it all connected back in. There you go. But like I said, make sure that all your pins lock together. Because if you bend one of those pins, that's bad news. So, but anyway, it is what it is. And it is getting to be about 9:30 p.m. my time, guys. I just have a minute left on here. So I definitely want to thank you guys for coming to hang out tonight and being a part of the live chat. And for those of you who are still wondering when I live stream, again, I live stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 8 o'clock p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes a little bit later than that. Finally got it right. But anyway, guys, I definitely want to thank you guys once again. Huge shout out to all my subscribers, all my newest subscribers. Huge shout out to you guys as well. All my viewers. Also, big shout out to you guys as well. I will definitely be seeing you guys again Saturday. This Saturday, that is. Same time, same place. So, anyway, I definitely want to thank you guys again for coming to hang out. And as always, stay safe, stay sharp, stay frosty, and most of all, stay vigilant. Until next time, thank you guys again. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.